Erika's dozing off on the bed, so when the knock sounded on the door, took some time before she noticed. She looked at the clock and saw that not much time had passed since she had lain down.
Yes? Who is it? Have you have a good reason for knocking on the detective's door at an hour like this? That's right. I have one thing to say before we begin this game.
Oh, that detective proclamation thing. Knock yourself out.
No, just the opposite. I say we raise the stakes. Raise the stakes? What's this? What's this? That sounds interesting. What do you mean by that?
It's simple. Valor got shot off at us in the last game. So if Erika does the same this game, we're only even.
But wasn't the last game a tie?
We threw games we should have easily won. That isn't a loss, I don't know what is. Right, Erika?
Yes, my master. You're excited to win that game I hadn't failed so miserably. Oh, I get it. So this time you're intentionally fighting his advantage by not making a detective proclamation and win despite that. You're aiming to not only wipe out your loss from Tree's game, but totally flip the score upside down, right? You intend Deshaun Balder-san poured his heart and soul into with a foolish handicap like that. That's only presumptuous, it's quite rude.
Sure is. It sounds more like an excuse just in case they lose.
True, you could look at it that way. If they win, it's a great victory. But if they lose, Erika's side is like so excuse. Isn't that a little unsporting?
Don't worry, the bet will be evenly balanced. If Erika can win this game, as a human without detective proclamation, it will be imposter Balor and the others to pick up the piece of the witch illusion. But on the other hand, should Erika lose, I'm gonna hurl that garbage egg from the depths of oblivion along with the worst possible fragment. See? Balanced, right? Not only victory destroying the witch illusion as a mere human, not a superhuman detective. In exchange for that, she wagers her own total destruction. I'm gotten tired of this never-ending stream of bland and boring games that you and the former Beto played. So we're raising the stakes and settling it all at once.
Yeah, that's true. If Balor can sell this game, it means that Balor has won and Beato's game and the game come to an end. Your sense is the kind of final you can't pass up, right?
I understand your position. Are you fine with that, Erika?
Yes, of course. In order to gain my master's trust me, which I lost with my freeze feed, I will risk even my own destruction.
Is that of your own will? What's wrong, Erica? Answer him.
Obviously! This is my own will. I will not lose.
探偵宣言なんかなくてもあんたを必ず打ち破ってみせます。
I will defeat you no matter what.
バトラさん。
Battler-san.
いいだろう。
All right.
お前がそうした
That's why you want to accept your challenge.
その勝負を受けて。
Thank you very much.
受けたことを
I'll make sure you regret it.
後悔させてやりますから。
Come to think of it, when Pallet played for the human side, he never had anything to use to detect his authority. He was only allowed really truth and repetition requests.
Exactly. In a way, it was a previous game that was truly unfair.
それで勝ちを落とすのだから、それは負けと全く同じ。
We failed to win despite that, which is why it was no different from a loss. Do what you want.
お前が探偵宣言をしたくなったらいつでもすればいい。
If you like making a detect proclamation, just do it whenever you like.
今はそれを保留
Consider it to be an option you're keeping available.
誰が宣言なんかするもんですか。
Why would I ever need to do
あ
that?
んた程度
His
の
opponent as weak as you!
I では始めなさい、二人とも。
Then get started, you two.
私の
I'm already starting to get bored.
もう始まっているわ。お任せを、我が主。
Leave it to me, my master.
必ずや。
I would destroy the witch illusion for you without
打ち破っ
fail.
てご覧に入れます。
George and Jessica had been the ones knocking Erica's door. They were asking whether Ballard and Maria had come to this room. Of course they hadn't.
下に飲み物を取りに行くと言って
A good while ago, they went downstairs saying they wanted to get something to drink.
ひょっとして
Thought they might come to your
エリ
room.
カちゃんの部屋に来てるかなと思ってね。
来るわけないです。
Of course they didn't.
屋敷にでも
I sure they didn't go to the mansion.
屋敷の使用人室や食堂に電話してるんだけど誰も出なくて
We called the servant room and Tiny called the mansion, but no one picked up.
あなたたちはここにいてください。
Please stay here, you two.
私はちょっと
I'm gonna check the
屋敷
mansion.
の様子を見てきます。
危ないよこんな時間に。
Hey, it's dangerous to go out this late.
この閉鎖さ
How can a stranger sneak onto this sealed off
い
island?
とこ部屋とやら
Stay in the cousin's room of yours.
何かあったら連絡
I'll
します
contact you if anything happens.
ゲストハウスの使用人室の
Also,
人たち
tell the servants in the guest house servant room not to leave the building.
では
Bye. Oh, wait a second, Erica? son?
She is a strange kid. As speaking her mind and not listening to anything else, Erika dashed down the stairs and rushed outside.
The first twilight usually starts in the morning, but it looks like we got an early fight this time. No crimes has occurred in the guest house. So that means the stage of the tragedy is in the mansion.
Though she had an umbrella up, Erika got drenched as she sprinted. She rashly licked the raindrops that dripped down her face. Erika is now at her most energetic. According to her memory of the previous game, the entrance to the mansion would be locked the same time the family conference started. However, the lock was undone this time. Had someone unlocked it, had the lock not been set, and had it been possible to set the lock?
Well, no point thinking about it now. After all, that might just be a whim of the Game Masters.
As soon as she entered the entrance hall, the door of the parlor opened violently. Out of it flew Goda's large body.
Good evening, Goda-san. Is something the matter? Police! Ambulance!
That expression really is wonderfully pathetic. Just fitting for the first one to discover the crime.
Please calm down. How can the police or an ambulance get to an isolated island in the middle of a typhoon? I'm sure the phone's out anyway, so please calm yourself.
Kraus and Rudolph's yells could be heard from the parlor. Their shaken appearance perfectly signified the arrival of the first twilight.
Well then, give me the victims, locations, and reconstruction of the situation.
Those who love to take a break didn't come back, so the adults went to the parlor. When they did, the door was sealed from the inside and they couldn't open it. As they will learn later, the hat stand in the parlor had been used to bar the double doors from the inside.
So, you're trying to say that the door is blocked from the inside and the windows were also locked from the inside?
That's it. When they went around and looked into the parlor through the window, they saw Rosa lying on the sofa in an unnatural position with blood pouring from her forehead. Then they smashed the glass, entered the parlor, and discovered that Maria was also there, lying by the wall and covered in blood.
I see. I'm sure there was quite an uproar. And the other crime scene?
The entrance was locked when you came to the mansion, because they had gone through it to check the parlor from the outside. The entrance was locked before the adults went through. They thought the other people had gone missing, might be somewhere within the mansion in a similar condition. So they're now searching the entire building.
Are the locations that did the same as the long-winded, putrid delusion of yours that you showed earlier?
They're the same.
Rosa and Maria were in the parlor. As for the others, Natsu was in her room and Kyrie was in Krause's study. Eva was in the rose garden. No, wait, she was moved to the VIP room, wasn't she?
そうだ
Yes.
エヴァの遺体は
Discover Eva's body in the VIP room.
That makes 5 victims. Ah, that's one short for the first Twilight. Here's the 6th, and where are they?
旦那様この
Krause-sama, the chamber's room is also set.
切断しろい
Got it!
犯人が隠
The
れて
current
る
might be
かもしれ
hiding in
ね
there.
えゴードやる
Goda, do it! Rudolph and Krause had brought their rifles from Kinder's prize collection. There, Goda was carrying the bow cutter to cut the chain. Victims had found one after another at several locations inside the mansion. The men who had lost their wives searched through the mansion in a rage, looking for the culprit. This was a guest room. It had previously been a room where the relatives would stay. I haven't used much since the construction of the guest house. This guard room was locked from the inside by the chain. As soon as the chain was cut, Rudolph pushed Goda aside and flew into the room.
誰が嫌がる
Who's in here? Show yourself!
ベッドに誰かいるぞ
There's someone on the bed.
兄貴明かりを
Let's get some light, Anarchy. Krause pushed the switch on the wall, guest room lit up, and the figure lying on the bed came into view.
Butler!
Battler!
お前
Damn it!
どうして
What are you even doing in here? Rudolph crumbled to his knees and fell into Battler's body. No words could console him as he cried with a mad sorrow. In a single night, he had lost both his wife and son. During his time, Krause checked the window locks in the bathroom and searched the closet to find if anyone was hiding there, but he found no one.
Butler! Butler!
Battler! Battler! Damn it! Ah!
お気の毒です
Oh, sad.
信じられんことだ
It's hard to believe.
この部
But
屋
just like the others,
密室だ
this is a locked room.
またですか
Oh, again!
そうだ
Yes. I studied where Kirei-san was. Natsui's room, the VIP room, the parlor with Rose and her daughter.
ローザ親子の客もそしてこのバトラー君
And now, Battler-kun in this guest room.
全てが密室と
They're
いう
all
こと
locked
で
rooms.
わけわからん
I don't understand.
まさか自殺だとでも言うのか
Are we to believe this is suicide? Like hell it is. How could this be suicide? Ah! Battler!
Oh yeah.
Oh,
これは意外でした。
that's a surprise.
まさか6
Think you yourself would be the 6th person.
自身とは。
たまには自分殺しも面白いもんさ
It's more interesting to kill yourself off every now and then.
そして全ての
And all the crime scenes are locked rooms.
魔法以外で
They're murders that couldn't ever be performed without magic.
それを
Isn't seeing through that the point of this game?
すなわち魔法以外で成し得なければならない殺人というわけです。
By which I mean the murders must be possibly committed without magic.
だって
After all, if they really could be done only with magic, this wouldn't be a game.
それってゲームが成立しませんから。
面白い考え方だな。
That's an interesting way to thinking about it.
なるほど。確かに俺たちのゲーム。
Yeah, that is the sort of game we've been playing. This game is fair. The goal is to explain without magic the strange crimes that the opposing side claims to have carried out using magic. If that couldn't be done, it wouldn't be a game. In other words, as Erica said, it has to be possible to perform the murders without magic. To view it from the opposite angle, the witch side has a certain responsibility. They have to make a crime that can be reproduced with tricks and not magic. As long as the human side can't figure out those tricks, the witch side can use all kinds of magics and illusions. In other words, in order to carry out a locked room murder with magic, it is necessary to create a crime that is possible to carry out by human hands. By now I understand. I see why when I ordered the Seven Sisters to kill my classmates back at St. Lucia, I couldn't do what I told them. They couldn't do what I told them, and I understand the meaning of Mammon's words.
Do you mean that magic is only capable of that which you can accomplish by your own hands?
At that time, if I possessed the determination to kill my classmates, no, that's not it. At that time, if I had been capable of killing my classmates, capable of going through with it, then the Seven Sisters of Purgatory would probably have pulled it off for me. It could only accomplish what I could do myself. No, that's not it either. They could take what I had accomplished and turn it into magic. Of course, there were a great number of witnesses in that classroom, so that probably would have been impossible. And carried out murder myself. That would be when the Seven Sisters of Purgatory could carry out magical murder. Even with magic, witches can't do things they cannot accomplish themselves. They only use magic to embellish the things that are possible for them.
How interesting it is that those who accomplish something without using magic nevertheless speak of magic and call themselves witches. This Erica person has understood that since the beginning. That's why she would never surrender witches. She's confident it must be explainable with tricks. Though Valor was toyed with so frequently because he did not possess that confidence. Once this rule is seen, though, the witch can lose any chance of victory. That's why they have to make sure their opponent surrenders before they see the truth of this rule. The longer the match is drawn out, the more hints are given, the more overwhelming the witch's disadvantage becomes. Once again, my thoughts are spinning in circles. Why did Beto prolong this game until she lost? Many victims have been found. The mansion was still wrapped in chaos. Hideyoshi's group seemed to have gone to the guest house, worrying about the safety of the kids there. Krauser and Rudolph were in the hall, talking about what should be done next. During a short gap in this chaos, Erica dashed all about the mansion. She was checking the crime scenes. Normally, with the detective's authority, Erica had the right to openly investigate the crime scenes to her heart's content.
However, this time she hadn't yet invoked that authority. Because of that, and with her being a guest and an outsider, there was little to no chance that she would be allowed to investigate. So he's forced to quickly check all the crime scenes now, while she could still run about as she pleased. In the servant room, there had been a clear photo containing a plan of the mansion's interior. Because she had borrowed that, she knew the location of every room in the mansion. Erica efficiently made her way through the mansion, dashing into each crime scene turn.
Lady Erica, I believe you know, but allow me to warn you just in case. Yes, what is it?
It's
It's true that you have incredible photographic memory. When you combine that with the detective's proclamation, it becomes impossible to be fooled by anything. Oh, I know what you're going to say. Since I haven't made the detective proclamation, even my photographic memory could potentially be fooled. Of course, I understand that. Still, that doesn't mean I can afford to go without viewing the crime scenes directly. After all, in the last game, my pride in that regard led me to commit a truly agonizing blunder. To take an extreme case, no matter how well you examine a person's corpse right now, the possibility will always remain that they were faking their death. It will probably be necessary to give Bowser a repetition request to confirm the details of each situation individually. And I'll need to use the blue juice liberally in order to draw those out of him. I know that. Let's start with the basics. Like the detective's authorities, no handicap. Instantly means I'm fighting under the same conditions Bowser once was.
Yes. This fight is retracing the old days when Bowser and Beetle fought so fiercely. I have no conveniences such as the detective's authority. I surely do just to fight the same way the old Bowser did. Thinking of it this way, maybe it's true that I was very blessed, unfair position last game, just as my master said. Maybe difficult without a detective's authority, which also holds my honor as a detective. But I won't let that be a handicap. I know what magic is, and I'm fully aware how to fight with the red and blue truths. I know the way to fight this game many times better than the old Bowser did. I quickly visit the VIP room, across the study, and Nachi's room on the second floor, as well as the parlor and guest room on the first floor. This time checking my own eyes, as I neglected to do in the last game. Huh. Okay, this one's weird. Corpse discovered in her own room. Interesting. First off, all the scenes were made to look like locked rooms. Probably a special notice the fact that the master keys have no relation to tricks this time. The locked rooms were all constructed without relying on any elements that could be locked or unlocked from the outside by a master key or something else. The windows were locked from the inside and the doors were all locked and chained. The master key can get around all the locks on the doors, though the window locks and the chain locks are more trouble than might appear. I haven't yet used a repetition request to get confirmation that it's possible to manipulate them from the outside. I'm sure I'll be able to say it in red. It'd be stupid otherwise.
I understand. Right now, I'm a mere human. I can't even probably confirm the deaths of the corpses.
Last time I neglected to check the bodies and let a massive piece of magic get by me. I won't fail like that again. But let this happen even once more. I don't want to face the master I'm so indebted to.
We have checked all the crime scenes and finished gathering information. Here is our report. Go ahead. First, all the rooms employ window locks and chain locks to form locked rooms in a way that could be difficult to interfere with from the outside. The only exception is the parlor, where Rosa and Maria lay dead. For your attention, I beg to inform you of the following. It is thought to be substantially the same as the chain lock, in that it can only be set from the inside. It is probably his goal to construct locked rooms where explanations using master keys are made completely ineffective. The parlor has no chain lock due to its very nature, so it's natural that something else would be used in place of a chain. In that case, the interesting question is why I didn't choose one of the other rooms that have a chain lock. There are several other guest rooms besides the one Valor lay dead in, all with similar construction, correct? Yes, that is correct. In that case, it would have been more easily please and lock them in there. That everyone would be dead in would be inside a room locked by a chain, yet he did not do that. This handstand door bar in the parlor seems very suspicious. I should probably investigate it thoroughly with repetition requests. Also regarding the bodies, in Lasky, the throats were sliced wide open. To the point that the deaths could be firm with certainty even without the detective authority. But was there anything like that this time around?
Of course, she had checked all the corpses and all the crime scenes this time. However, other detective authorities had no guarantee that she would be able to see through any fake deaths with certainty. Though Ballard also started by doubting whether victims were truly dead. It was the same for Erica. For your attention, I beg to inform you of the following. Know that there were no corpses that could have been confirmed dead with certainty by physical means. For your attention, I beg to inform you of the following. We cannot eliminate the possibility that any one of these corpses might be a fake death. Well, even if I make a repetition request from the deaths, I doubt Ballard would be so quick to answer. Sheesh. I like Vito's chain of 6 locked rooms way better. These locked rooms are more complete considering that master keys are of no help at all. There are 2 general ways of bringing locked rooms that Ballard might be after. An illusion of a locked room or an illusion of a crime. There'll be one of those. I get the first one. That's when something looks like a locked room, but it actually isn't, right? What do you mean by an illusion of a crime? An illusion that makes it seem as though a crime has occurred. In other words, are they really dead? The person inside locked rooms is so different than if they were just taking a pee. Still, with this locked room, it's pretty hard to think of any other answer.
チェーンロックを外側から細工する無限の可能性
Well, with the endless possibilities of building chain lock from the outside. We don't know if there are secret doors, ways to kill from a distance, chance of suicide,
そもそも密室が
or whether these are complete locked rooms in the first place.
I have a behind-the-scenes view of Balor's game board, so I can tell you this. These are perfect locked rooms. They can only be constructed from the inside, and there's no way to construct, deconstruct, interfere with them from the outside.
Can you say that in red?
That'd be a little too rude to Balor, so no. If you love me and you see my words as red shoes, right?
Then locked rooms are perfect. In other words, it's an illusion of a crime.
It does seem that way. If so, these locked rooms are all a ruse. I guess the whole Umineko family got so fed up with Erica prattling on about being a detective and not knowing when to shut up. They all joined together and set up a fake murder to make fun of her or something. Wait, is that the right answer? I'm like a super great detective!
Unfortunately, this isn't a ruse. The victims have been thoroughly killed.
You're talking about I mean, on the second day?
No detective proclamation has been made, but she's very accurate when examining corpses. I could almost even give her examinations the red truth.
So what does that mean? That they were definitely dead when Erica examined the corpses?
Yes, that's right. Well and truly.
But you would say it red for her, right? That poor Erica must want it so bad!
Well, she isn't even a detective this time around. I won't give her any red.
But then, if that's all true, that's amazing! This time Balor's really made a perfect walkthrough murder!
Oh, perhaps he has.
Will Erica be alright? Looks like an ordinary locked-room murder at her glance. This one is secretly pretty nasty. Must be a bit too much for Erica without her detective's authority.
She is a self-proclaimed great detective. I'm sure she'll pull through. If Balor be or defeated by a mere human who isn't even a detective, they'll fall apart in the most exquisite way, don't you think?
And even if Erica loses, we get to play by throwing her in the worst fragment casting into the depths of oblivion, right?
Exactly. No matter how the chips fall, won't be boring for us.
You don't have one tear to shed or drop blood in your veins, do you? Still, wring that black cat out like a towel, licking up a single drop that comes out is what brings me joy.
Vito's game board entertained me for quite some time, but we're already wrung everything we can from it. It'll be over with this game.
So we're gonna cap it off probably. We really must let Erica and Balor bet everything on one final face-off. I want to play this game with you forever! Not a shame. Come now. I spent plenty of time with you already. Go find me another interesting game board. If you do, I'll play with you again. You really don't get me bored ever. Be like this forever, Brinkistel. See her face twitch with anguish is one of those forbidden honeys I found for myself.
Lambda Delta guaranteed that was perfect locked room. Brinkistel had guaranteed that was a perfect murder. A perfect locked room? Murder? The witches hated to be killjoys, so they wouldn't say anything with the red truth. Assuming that would be the row of Balor and Erica. Seems like you had a pretty mad dash around the crime scenes. Satisfied? Is your inspection complete?
Yes, I'm satisfied. So, about a war of red and blue, what are your thoughts? Shall we start right away? Or do it all at the end?
I don't like putting things off. I think the same goes for you.
Then let me get started with the locked rooms of the first twilight. First, I'd like to check. Do you intend to respond to my repetition requests?
That depends on what they are. I have no obligation to respond to all of them, or I'll reveal my reasons when I refuse.
Good. Then let's start simple and confirm the definition of a locked room. Eleanor, please read it aloud. Understood. Request that the following be repeated.
Eleanor referred to the kindness crow often depicted in Western fairy tales when an official reads a royal decree. And she read the contents aloud.
First, the rooms with the 6 people in them are all locked rooms.
Acknowledged. Of course, it's only until Gold and the others sever their chains and destroy the locked rooms. At an nod from Delnor, Cornelia, who stood behind her, started taking notes.
Second, the definition of locked room implies that it is impossible to construct from the outside.
Acknowledged.
In other words, no trickery done from the outside can construct a locked room. It's improvement for a chain lock to be reset from the outside by skillfully used wire, for example. I don't need you to tell me that. Eleanor, please continue. Third, the definition of a locked room implies that all forms of interference between the inside and the outside of the room are prevented.
Acknowledged. However, I won't rule out the kinds of interference that you'd expect from a normal room, such as knocks, voices, and extension of telephone lines.
Fourth, at the time of the breaking of the locked rooms, none exists within the rooms except the victims.
There's a check that a murderer hadn't been hiding inside a locked room. Because the discoveries are part of the scene after becoming aware of the locked room murder. And Gilbert still out of the room after that, it would have been possible to construct an illusion of a locked room. Because Balor acknowledged his statement with the red truth. This possibility that Cobra and the victim had both been inside the locked room at the time of this crime, following which the Cobra had hid under their bed or snuck out after the discovery of the crime, had now been eliminated.
Fifth, no murder was committed after the breaking of the locked rooms.
拒否する。
I decline.
なぜです？
Why?
実は密室を破
His victims were alive at the point when the locked rooms were destroyed?
そして実は押し入ったクラウスたちが犯人でそこで殺人を行った
And the Cobra actually crossing the others to crowd in and committed the murders then and there. In other words, because when the murder at the locked rooms was destroyed? Is that the real truth behind this?
これが真相だからですか？ いいえ、違います。
No, that's not it. The murders will continue to occur, so we can't declare in red that no murders will happen after this.
赤で宣言することはできません。ち、へりくつを。
A stupid technicality.
私たち
You
の
must understand what we're getting at.
クラウスたちがチェーンを切断して密室
Krause group cut the chains in three locked rooms and killed the people inside.
これに反論してもらいたいだけです。
I want you to argue against this.
エリカ教
Lady Erica, the undefined plurality of Krause's group is insufficient.
まずは
You should first check to see which demons enter the rooms after the locked rooms were broken.
徹底すべきです。
金系
For your attention,
密室に踏み入った
excepting the victims, the only ones to enter the locked rooms were these four:
ルドルフ
Krause, Rudolph, Hideyoshi, and Goda. For your attention, this is based on hearsay.
他に踏み入った人物がいないという保証は
Be advised that there is no proof that others did not enter. I know that already.
今のを復唱してもらい
Let's
ま
have
しょ
him
う
repeat that.
密室破壊後
After breaking the locked rooms, the only ones to enter the rooms apart from me were these four: Krause, Rudolph, Hideyoshi, and Goda.
いいぜ。
Sure,
認める。
acknowledged.
ただしこれは。
However, this only applies to the current point in time.
今後のゲーム展開
It's also that some later realm in the game will cause more people to enter.
復唱要求
Repetition requested.
クラウス
Krause, Rudolph, Hideyoshi, and Goda are not culprits.
犯人では
Balor put his finger on his chin in deep in thought. The word culprit was fairly broad. It might serve to greatly restrict the darkness of the witch.
答えてもいいのではないでし
But
ょうか
why not answer?
もし拒否
If
す
we
れば
decline, they'll leave behind blue cheese saying that Krause and others were the culprits.
青き真実が
そうだな。
You're right.
認めはするが。言い
I'll
方を
acknowledge it, but I'll make the language more strict.
クラウス、ルドルフ、秀吉、ゴーダたち4人は。
Krause, Rudolph, Hideyoshi, and Goda.
夏日。
These four I know involved in murdering these six:
マリア。
Natsu, Eva, Kiria, Rosa, Maria, and Battler.
ということは密室に入ってさえいないそれ以外の人間たちはね
And that means I was also imposter any of the other humans who didn't even enter the locked room
殺人に
have been involved in those murders either, doesn't it?
ということになりますね
さあな。自
Who
分で考
knows?
え
Think about yourself.
な。密室に立ち入らず。
Think you build up some blue truth for how a locked room murdering can be made without entering the room, then respond with the red truth.
こっちも赤き真実で返答してもいいぜ。もっとも。俺はお
However,
前が
I only need to destroy one of the blue truths you'll be presenting from here on out.
今からお前が遠隔密室殺人のトリック X を青き真実で説明
In
で
other
き
words,
た
even if you manage to use the blue truth and explain this away with some long distance locked room murder trick
必ず
X,
しもそれに
I just have to counter that with the red truth. These are the rules of the witch's game. Angie checked these details with Beto in the fourth game. The witch side lays out mystery after mystery and claims them all to be impossible to carry out except by magic. The human side must use blue truth to argue they are explainable with tricks. They cannot make a counter-argument the blue truth for even one of these mysteries. That must be considered to have been done by magic, and it will be impossible to deny the existence of a witch. In other words, the witch side only needs to protect any one of its mysteries. In contrast, the human side has to fully explain all the mysteries with the blue truth. And even the human side managed to explain all the mysteries of the blue truth. If any one of those is successfully countered by the red truth, the witch will win. Therefore, just like strategy that Obito adopted in her final game, it is sufficient for the witch side to put off their red text counter arguments in the very last moment. Then make a single strike at the opponent's most fragile spot.
In
any event, you plan to repeat that last one, right?
勘違いするなよ。
Don't kid yourself. Not doubt to have your repetition requests answered.
サービスではないんだぜ。
From the perspective of the witch side, repetition requests are just a supplement to make sure the human side hasn't misunderstood the question. Therefore, they have neither a technical nor a moral obligation to respond to requests that are extremely broad.
Yarimasu ne. 魔女側プレイヤーとしてもなかなか頑張るじゃないですか。
お前とは場数が違うぜ。
Your experience is no match for mine.
ドラノール。
Delanor!
続けます。
Let us continue. 6. The victims did not die by any method other than homicide.
死んではいない。
認める。
Acknowledged.
もちろん自殺や事故死ではありません。
Of course, there are no suicides or accidental deaths.
一つ犠牲者は
7th, the victims.
ドラノール。
That's enough, Delanor.
よろしいのですか。
Are you sure?
まだ項目が。
There are still items.
もう十分です。
Yes, this would do fine.
現場の状況は
I've confirmed the status of the crime scenes.
ここから
From there on, it's time for me to argue back with the blue truth.
ああ、いいぜ。
Fine by me.
ご考説
Let
を
me hear your
拝見
masterful
しよう。
theories. Though Balor and Erica were enemies, it looked like BDO as though they were having a little fun doing it. She was probably slightly jealous of Erica. BDO thought back in the book she had read in Featherine's archives in which the older and Balor had fought. That must have been fun as well. During a short break in the family conference, a horrible, brutal mass murder had occurred. Excluding Balor, the civil killed had all been women. Men who had been left behind went mad with rage at the cowardice of it, broke down sobbing in a sentence of losing their wives, and went back and forth between the two many times.
どうして女ばかり。
Why are they all girls? How can a person be?
俺たちは何だってんだ。
What's wrong with us?
同じ屋根の
We
下
are
に
under the same roof and they're just
自分の
smoking
家
away,
族
not
が
noticing
殺され
members
て
of
る
our
のに
family
そ
haven't
の
been
こと
killed.
気づかずのんびり何を吸ってたってわけかよ、畜生。しかし誰がどうやって。
But who? How?
妻たちは決して
They were not
無
unprotected.
防備ではなかった。皆チェーンをしたままだった。
The chain was set for all of them.
くだらねえぜそんなこと。
Who gives a damn about that?
どうやって殺
I
した
don't care how they killed them, I just want to know who.
誰が殺したかだけが問題だ。
なあ源氏さん、郷田さん、
Genji-san, Gona-san?
親族会
Were the doors and windows of the mansion all locked during the family conference?
扉もすべて鍵がかかってたっちゅうんやな。
はい、
Yes!
それはもう
Maybe no doubt!
間違いなく。
奥様のお言いつけ通り、普段は夜の見回
In
り
accordance
必
with...
ず
With Madame's instructions, everything is always locked at the time of the night patrol.
今夜は特
Right, was
別
most case, everything was locked up shortly after seeing the children off to the guest house.
ゲストハウスそりゃおかしいぜ
That doesn't make any sense. That's out where Balor and Maria-chan is in the mansion.
入ってこれないはずだろう
They should have been able to get in, right?
戸締まりがほんまにしっかりしとったらそういうことにはならん
Everything really was locked up properly. That couldn't have happened.
この二人が屋敷の中にいたことが戸締まりが
Doesn't the truth
じゃなかったこと
not being inside the mansion prove the building wasn't completely locked? Right? Right? He's arguing that Go's failure lockup probably may have allowed a stranger to sneak in. At the very least, some of them had known that Balor and Maria had visited the mansion. If those two had come inside and found everything locked tight, they wouldn't have been able to get inside. If they had rung the doorbell, Go would probably have heard them in the servant room, but Go said that nothing of the sort had happened. How they had entered the locked mansion was a complete mystery.
ひょっとするとでございますが
You don't think...
例えば
For example, what if it happened? Someone happened to be close by the
た
entrance?
またま玄関近くにおいでになりバトラー様たちのノックか呼び鈴に気づいて
His father saw Maria-san knocking and heard the bell.
そんなわけねえだろ
That couldn't have happened. You in the servant room then, right?
使
Go
用
to
人室にい
San.
たはずだろ玄関が開いたら使用人室にチャイムが鳴る仕掛けがあったはずだぜ
The chime that goes off in the servant room when the front door opens.
来客に気づかねえわけはねえ
There's no way you missed anyone.
それがその
Yes, but you see...
ゴーダはその時ちょう
At the time, Goto was serving drinks as you requested.
どお飲み物等の配膳にお伺いしており使用人室に不在でした
So he was not in the servant room.
なんでこんな大事な日に
Why was there only one servant in the mansion on such an important day?
どうして源氏さんみたいな
Why was someone as important as Genji-san on duty in the guest house?
おかしいじゃねえか
Doesn't make any sense.
どうして使用人室を
Why is the servant room left empty?
妻がそういうシフトを
My wife was the one who put those shifts together.
よく気の利く
Probably hoped that Goto would serve some fashionable drinks during the family conference as well. He always thinks to do such things.
期待したのだ
しかしなクラス兄さん親族会議やで
This is a Bukowski-san. This is a family conference, right?
一年で
It was the worst day of the year,
一番大切な
right?
日やでそんな日になんでゴーダさん一人
Why was Goto-san left as the only person on shift in the mansion?
せめてもう
There's just been one more person, everything would be different, don't you think?
ちゃうかねえねえ
Well? Well?
With that prying, half-arranged, jumbled-up expression, Hideyoshi yelled at Goda. Of course, Goda who killed everyone was the most to blame and the most despicable. However, even if he understood that, he needed to let off some of his emotions by hitting someone he could see.
I understand how distressing this must all be for you.
ですがどうか落ち着いてください
However, please calm
ゴーダさ
down.
んの戸締まりが不
I don't know
完
whether Goto-san wasn't thorough enough when locking up,
全あるいはゲストハウスから戻ってきた
or whether someone let Balor-san and Maria-san in after they came from the guest house, and then forgot to lock up afterwards.
わかりませんただそれが
In the case, it isn't necessary to have anything to do with how the mysterious culprit snuck in.
何しろあれだけの大きなお屋敷です
After all, the mansion is
も
massive.
っと早い段階から
They might have come in much earlier and hid until late at night for all we
ど
know.
こかの部屋で息を殺していたのかもしれません誰かを疑いたい気持ちはわかりますがどうか落ち着いてください
I understand sorry to suspect someone, but please calm down.
客人の言う通りだ。
Our guest is right.
憎むべきは犯人であった。
The culprit is the one we should hate, not Goto who just happened to be on duty.
とにかく落ち着こう。
At any rate, let's calm down.
私とて悔しい。
I feel as terrible as the rest of you.
だが今は。
However, we must take the initiative now and regain our
冷
composure.
静さを取り戻さなくてはどうしようもない。兄貴。
Aniki,
みんな辛くて悔しい気持ちは。
we all feel sad and devastated.
そして犯人を
And none of us will ever forgive the one who did this.
だからこそ我々は冷静を取り戻さなければならない。
That's why we all need to regain our composure.
そうや。
He's right.
わしにもジョージがおる。
As so have George.
クラウス兄さん
Kraus,
には
and his son, so has Jessica Chan.
そしてルドルフ君も
Rudolph-kun,
帰りを
you're Angie Chan waiting for your return, right?
犯人と差し違えたる思うわ。
And so,
まだ早い
they're soon go risking everything to take down the killer. The cupboard is still on this island. And we can be sure that this tragic crime is over.
これで幕を下ろしたとは限らないのです。私たちは冷静を取り戻し、これ以上の
We
惨
need to stay
劇を
calm and prevent any further tragedies.
Erica's words softly consoled them and greatly admonished them. If the servant had said the same thing, Rudolph would probably have jumped on him. However, since it had come from the lips of a guest, a neutral party, it seemed to reach his ears.
落ち着きましょう。
Let's stay cool.
ここには成人
Here are 3 grown men with us and guns as well.
そして銃を持っています。犯行の手口を見る限り、犯人が銃を持っている可能性は低いです。
murders, the chances the culprit has a gun are low.
つまり、
In other words, as long as we keep our heads, the cupboard will no longer have any way to touch
犯
us.
人に手出しする余地はないということです。
彼女の言う通りだ。
She's right. Can't let that murderer have his way on our island any longer.
探し出そう。
Let's find the killer.
この台風だ。
In the middle of a typhoon.
島からは逃げられねえし。
They can't escape from the island. This is the only place they can take shelter from the rain.
この島は案外狭くありません。
This island is larger than you think.
残念ですが、こ
I'm sure it'd be difficult to search the island with so few
島
people.
を探すのは難しいでしょう。何しろ皆さんは
After all, you all look ready to shoot the cupboard down the spot if we were to find them now.
怯えたか
As if a cupboard has fled into that dense forest fearing for their life, you won't find them easily.
見つけられません。
そうやな。
Right.
おとなしく
What's the best way pacing that freedom pass?
船に警察を呼んでもらい、
Tell the boat call the police for us and then let them thoroughly search the island.
警察はな、すごいで。
The police are incredible, you know.
何百人も来てくれて、ほんまにしらみつぶしで。
300 of people picked through it with a fine tooth pick.
いくらあの深い森でもな。
That forest may be deep, but they'll definitely smoke the killer out.
今一番
The
大
most
事。
important thing now.
これ以上。
Make sure none of our beloved family members are taken away from us.
ルドルフ。
Rudolph,
お前に万が一が。
something happened to you, then what will happen to Auntie Chan back home?
エンジェちゃんはどうなる。
キリ
Gary, Adler.
チクシ
Damn it. Damn it.
ョお前たち俺はまだ打ち明けてねえってのに
Never had the chance to tell you the truth.
クラウスさん
Krauss-san?
きっと
I'm sure that everyone kind of makes me agitated right now.
激しく動揺していると思いますクラウスさんが落ち着
If so that you regain your composure, I'm sure that will help them relax a lot too.
少なからず落ち着きを取り戻せると思います言ってあげてはどうでしょ
I'm like heading up there.
そうだ
Good point. We gotta talk with everyone about what's going on
さな
next.
ければな
う源氏さんと郷田さんも一緒に上に行ってください
Please go up with him, Genji-san and Goda-san.
シャノンさんや
I'm sure Shannon-san, Ken-san, and Kumasawa-san are very agitated as
動
well.
揺されてると思います
はい
Yes!
それはもう
Oh, yes, I'm sure everyone is
皆
quite
さんに
agitated.
動揺されていることでしょう
よろしいのですか何かお手伝いできる
Is there nothing more we can
あ
help
りませんか
with?
だからこそ
That's the reason I want to go with Krauss-san.
何かの時
I want you there to be to help him if something happens.
私たちは先にここの戸締まりを確認したいと思います
I'd like for the rest of us to check that everything's locked up here.
上がります
Clear it up soon, so please go on ahead.
わかりました
Understood.
何かございましたらお呼びください
You need anything, please. Please, cut! Genji bowed and nodded to Kraus. Kraus nodded to Erika, then headed upstairs with Genji and Goda. When only men are around in time confusion, it's easy to become a composed member of the opposite sex and control the initiative. Even without the detective's authority, she was able to control them quite naturally. Erika, I want to get rid of the servants for the time being.
よし
Okay.
と来たら
In that case, let's go checking logs.
問題はラウンジのこの大窓やな
The problem is the big window in the lounge. Looks like it doesn't even have shutters.
ここをぶち
They smashed this one to stop them from coming in.
いいさ
Don't worry, the sound of the glass noise will be more than enough warning.
蜂の巣にしてやる
We'll turn them to Swiss cheese.
お静かに
Quiet, please.
皆さんに残ってもらったのは戸締まりの確認のためではありません
I didn't have you stay down here to check the doors and windows.
今から言うことを冷静に聞いてください
Let's listen calmly to what I'm about to say.
When Erika lowered her voice, Ryuo and Hideyoshi realized that she had something secret to talk about.
Are you ready?
事件は
This crime happened during a short break in a family conference.
そのわずかの時間
In that tiny span of time, 6 people were killed without anyone noticing. I can't imagine the result of any haphazard crime.
場当たり的な犯行とは思えませんこれは屋敷の内外の構造を知り尽く
This crime was committed by someone who knew the layout of this mansion well, inside and out.
それは
Well,
そら内部に
sure, if they didn't know the inside well, then...
しかし
But still... A short while ago, they had lambasted Goda, suspecting the servants of having made a blunder. However, they had only thought that he had forgotten to lock up, and were attacking him for letting the mysterious cupboard sneak inside. They hadn't considered that one of the servants they knew so well might have taken those lives with their own hands. No, they hadn't wanted to think about that. People can't easily suspect someone they know well of being a killer.
犯行当時
At the time of the
屋
crime,
敷は内部より施錠され親族会議に
the mansion was locked from the inside, and only those involved with the family conference existed there.
じゃあ兄貴がキリエたちを
So, what, you're saying Aniki killed Kiri and the others? Am I supposed to suspect Hideyoshi
を疑ってのか
Nissan?
ありえね
It's impossible, unthinkable.
え考えられね
わしは花からクラウス兄さんもルドルフ君も疑っとる
I'll never even consider suspecting Kraus, Nissan, or Rudolph Kun.
わしら兄弟はみんな夫婦仲はええもん
All
や
the siblings are happily married.
後ろ宮家は
Surely the Ushirumi family may be strict with the discipline and money.
しかしな
That doesn't mean we treasure our families less than any other family
気
would.
持ちは他の家に勝るとも劣らんつもりやで
もちろん
Yes, of course I believe that.
皆さんの奥さんを殺すなど
I wouldn't dream that any of you would kill your own wives.
Eric had already received red truth proof from Bauer that they were not the murderers. So there's no need to argue that point. Kraus, Rudolph, Hideyoshi, and Goda. None of those four were the killer. And yet Eric said this.
しかし
However,
ゴーダ
What about
さんは
Goda-san?
どうでしょうか親族会議の間ずっと控え室にいて誰にも知られずに
he was in the servants' quarters the whole time during the family conference, in a position to act without anyone else's knowledge.
ゴーダさんを疑うのはちょいと早いで
Hold up, let's not jump the gun and suspecting Goda-san.
ゴーダさんは
He ain't bringing strength to the dining hall during the break.
食堂に飲み物の配膳に来てくれてたんやだいぶ長いこと
Was with us for a good long while.
とても6人も殺す時間的猶予があったとは思えんのや
Can't imagine you had the time to kill 6 people.
しかし
But he might have let the actual killer into the mansion.
そういうこと
Precisely.
ゴーダさん自身
Goda-san probably didn't kill them himself.
しかし実
How it's very possible they secretly welcomed the actual murderer into the mansion.
十分に可能でした
Rudolph and Hideyoshi, stunned, looked at each other. They were all family. Even the wife of the sibling was still family. The siblings may have harbored hatred for each other, but they could never have hated each other's wives enough to kill them. Although Eva and Rosa were part of the siblings' circle of hate, there could be no reason for a sibling to kill any of the others who had died. Natsu, Kirei, Balor, or the young Maria. But to someone like Goda, perhaps everyone was little more than complete strangers.
私が使用人を疑う点は2点です
I suspect the servants on 2
ま
counts.
ず1点目は
First, the victims are familiar with them, and there are no signs of show at any of the crime scenes.
現場にも争った跡がないこと全ての現場は
I'm sure you're all well aware that none of the rooms are the least bit disturbed.
皆さんもよくご存知のはずです
それは俺も思ってたぜ
I thought so too.
あの喧嘩慣れしたキリエが
Curious used to fight like how she get killed easily without resisting.
やっぱり殺されるかってんだ相手の指くらいは食いちぎる女だぜ
That one would hesitate to bite your finger off.
顔見知りが犯人で
Doesn't make more sense to cover with someone she knew who suddenly attacked when her guard was down.
確かに説明はつく
それを言ったらうちのエヴ
Come to
ァ
think of it, same goes for Eva.
何しろ武芸
She knows dozens of kinds of martial arts.
暴漢が襲ってこないかと
I'm suddenly every day wishing there was some ruffian to attack her.
そんなあっさりと殺されるわけがない
She wouldn't have gotten killed off like a snap like that.
なら客の
And what about Rosa's hand in the parlor?
一人娘と
You think she would allow herself to be so easily killed by a stranger without resisting? Well, she had only her daughter with her.
と思いますか？そしてこのことは
And this tells us something else that's important.
大事なことを教えています。
大事なこと
Something else important.
犯人は一人じゃないってことか。
There's more than one culprit.
そうや
You're right.
客間にはローザさんとマリアちゃんが2人おったんや
Both Rosa-san and Maria-chan were in the parlor.
同時に殺
The
さ
covers only killed them both at the same time, or they have made a hell of a racket.
それを殺せたっちゅうことは犯人は単独犯じゃないってことや
And if they were to do that, they can't have been just one of them.
ローザはマリアちゃんのことが絡
When it comes to Maria-chan, Rosa was like a quick-to-anger mother bear.
仮に相手が銃で脅したと
She
しても
wouldn't cower in fear, not even some point a gun at her.
なるほど。ローザにギリギリまで不信感
I see, so it had to have been people who roused Rosa's vision to the last second.
未知の部外者
I believe you can already see the idea of an unknown outsider sneaking onto the island is actually the less realistic.
現実的であることが犯人はこの島に精通した関係者
Whoever they are, they're familiar with this island.
そして複数
And there's more than one of them.
There's more than one culprit, and they know the island. Erica's reasoning point clear of the ones they should suspect and guard themselves against.
エリカちゃんは使用人たちを疑ってるってのか。
So, you're suspecting the servants.
はい
Yes.
現状を
Under the current circumstances, they are the most suspicious.
と思います。彼らを疑う2点目がチェーンロックの
The second reason I have for suspecting them is the fact that the locked rooms were formed with locked chains.
どうして
Why did locked chains make them suspicious?
もしチェーンロックのない密室だった
What if there were no chain lock on the locked rooms?
そんなの密室やないで
That's not much of a locked room.
マスターキ
Anyone can make a room like that with nothing more than a master key.
密室にできるわ
そういうことか。なるほどね。
Yeah, I see.
使用人たちが
Doesn't steal them no change so they wouldn't be suspected.
チェーンでロックする必要があったってことか。
その通りです
Exactly.
チェーンをかけることで
By saying the chain, they don't have to worry about being suspected.
逆を返せばチェーンをかければ彼ら
Turn
は
around, if the chains weren't set, they wouldn't be able to avoid suspicion since they hold master keys.
チェーンをかけて
So,
こうするん
the only ones with them to gain from setting the chains are the servants.
わけか
連中の肩を持つわけじゃねえが、ならどうやってチェーン
I'm not trying to predict them or anything, but so how do they actually set the chains?
外からチェーンをかけるなんてできるのか？
Is it possible to set them from the outside?
構造的に
Considering how they're built, I don't think that would
彼
be
らではないと思う
impossible.
こんな話
Have you heard this story?
マンションの郵便ポストに配達する郵便屋さんの中には
Apparently, some mailmen who delivered apartment mailbox and don't carry loops fire with them.
いるそうですね
ああ聞いたことあるで
Yeah, I've heard of that.
マンションの郵便ポストは似たような部屋番号のポストが隣接しとる
Our mailbox on a similar adjoining box around them for the nearby room numbers.
ひょいっと投函したら一部屋間違ったポスト
But that sometimes the mailmen aren't being careful enough, they accidentally deliver letters to the next room over.
マンションのポストは
Those mailboxes is almost always
ほとんど
locked.
です間違って投函してしまったらもう取り出せ
If you put the mail into the wrong one, you'd have no way getting it out.
Naturally, you're saying they were supposed to tell the owner of the mailbox about their mistake. Have that person unlock the mailbox with them or retrieve the improperly delivered mail. However, the resident of that apartment would often be out. And going through that process would be a real pain. Because of that, some mailmen would make a little tool out of wire with a hook at the end. And use that to fish the mistakenly delivered postcard through the crack of the mailbox. Heard something similar from a friend of mine at a building management company. Sometimes get drunk who locks themselves in a toilet stall and fall asleep.
そういうのを連れ出すために扉の隙間から薄い金具を入れて缶抜きを外したりすることもあるらしい。
So they get them out of there. They stick a thin metal tool through the crack in the door and undo the hatch.
Exactly.
どこの業界でも本来は開けられないものをひょいっと開けられる裏技的な小道具が存在するものです。
And all industries have looked to so you can use to easily open things that normally can't be opened.
同じものを屋敷の使用人たちが持っていたとしても
It wouldn't be surprising if the servants of the mansion had something of the sort.
Good point. Once you figure out the knack of it, you'll probably set the chain on the outside by using the wire as well. Yeah. Can't be sure that it's impossible. True, physically speaking, one can say for sure that there exists absolutely no way to set and unset chain locks from the outside. Chain locks allow for the door to be opened to crack. If a person were to stick something through that crack, they should be able to manage it easily. It was very natural for Rudolph and Hideyoshi to think that way. However, Erica knew better. That might be possible in reality. Darwin can declare with a red truth that these locked rooms could not have been constructed from the outside. In other words, it was possible to be a chain lock from the outside. And yet, Erica was guiding their thoughts to put them under the illusion that only the servants could have constructed the locked rooms. With an air solemnly revealing some vital point, she steadily steered the situation in the direction she wanted. Everything about her serious face for the last few minutes was an act. No, to put it in her words, it was a technique for tricking suspects.
I plan to tell Cross-san what I've told you. I'm not saying that all the servants are the culprits. However, it's very likely that one of them is a culprit has been assisting the culprit. We should split them apart and have people with the guns keep an eye on them.
Rudolph and Hideyoshi looked at each other again. What she was saying made sense. It sounded as though she was calmly smoking out the most suspicious people at this point in time. With her accomplished conversation techniques, Erica was skillfully grasping the initiative. Even without the presence of the detective's authority, controlling human nature like this was trivial. I could say the same about a gun being present in any situation. I mean, in this situation, it's like, oh wow, hey, people died. We don't know who did it. And then it's like, okay, people get guns. It's like, you know, that doesn't help it at all. You don't know who to protect yourselves from. You don't even know if the guys have guns. You have guns now, but like, no one's gonna trust you because you have a gun. And what if you're the killer, you know? Like, it's fucking, it's bad. Horrible shit's gonna happen. Your thoughts, ladies and gentlemen? Oh shit, we're almost at the October 5th date. No fuck. Am I streaming on October 3rd and 5th? Tomorrow's the 2nd. I am streaming this game on the 5th. Awesome. I hope I don't get killed that day. Also, it's 1 a.m. at 11 o'clock. Great, that's horrible. Holy shit, how long has it been since I've been around? I've been off screen for like fucking forever! On the other hand, should Erica lose, I'm gonna hurl that garbage egg in the depths of oblivion along with the worst possible fragment. You know that, the one? The one where no witches exist, and you have to get a boring 9 to 10, 5 job that no one appreciates you at, and you gradually are demoted each time. Over time until you're eventually fired and have to repeat the cycle anew, and that is your true punishment. Off with their heads, you know, just fucking go whoop whoop whoop. All their heads come off. Ah, yeah, you know, people can't live without their heads. Easy squeezy, done and done. Oh, the blue butterfly. Huh. You know what? Never noticed that before. That's interesting. Also, you taught yourself a new way to overlay the audio cover up when BB talks over the actions here and it cuts down the work. Oh, that's really cool. Learning new stuff by doing is always really awesome to me. I mean, honestly, the gaslighting is in fact music. Hey, don't you're not supposed to mention that fact. No. Damn it, Carrie, you're making me have to think again. How dare you? So obligated my fucking ass. I'm getting a bad feeling in my chest, and I don't know why. So, baby, time about my gnosis. I don't take gnosis. And we end up with an interesting possible conclusion. It's possible, interpreting the magic scene at least, that Maria was an unexpected victim. That it wasn't expected that Maria would be there. Which is very interesting by itself, because... So she just cut off all their heads and put them on mounts inside her bag. You know, just take their heads, take them off. Totally a legitimate move for the detective. If they're not dead, it's killing someone. Oh, come on. Carrie, if you bury what you think is a dead body 12 feet underground, cover it with dirt, and then learn later it was actually a still living person who was just incredibly unconscious, that isn't death. That's not killing. It's just an accident, you know? It's a bit different from cutting their heads off. Nah, you're just not being creative enough.
Realistically.
Oh, is that? Ignore it. I might have started playing a YouTube video for a millisecond. Please ignore that. What YouTube video? I prefer not to say. I really say it's about rigging. So there you go. Am I watching? No! Never watch fucking... Spoilers for Umineko. Never. No. I fucking wish I could. Goddamn no. I'd have to commission clips or fucking God. I would have to commission clips for a shit ton of art that would cost even more than what this costs, and then I'd have to fucking find a rigger. Do you understand how much that would be? Jesus Christ. Or I'd have to rig myself, and that'd be fucking... Oh, I would go crazy. Happy to see I got someone agreeing with me about the quality of carrot cake. Better than cheesecake, carrot cake. Yep. By the way, do you have an idea what worst fragment you have? Like, I'm not quite sure we're going with writing quality worst, torture kind of worst. There's like a lot of categories to go with worst. I mean, ironic worst is like kind of my favorite, but you know. This improvement for a chain lock to be reset from the outside by skillfully used wire, for example. Huh, when you say that, for some reason I get a shiver down my spine. Isn't that weird? Huh, is that back-explaining? I'm not quite sure myself. What the fuck are you blue? Why does the game keep blue-balling me? Why does it do this every single time?